The world doesn't pay you for effort. It pays you for clarity of vision and power of thought. And that's why most people stay broke, not because they're lazy, but because they think like consumers, not creators. They wake up wondering what the world owes them, while billionaires wake up asking, what do I build today? This isn't about money. This is about identity. You don't get rich by wishing for more. You get rich by becoming someone who can handle more. And until your thoughts are forged in iron, until your discipline is non-negotiable, until your mind walks like royalty in silence, you'll keep chasing breadcrumbs and calling it success. Because billionaires, the real ones, they don't start with yachts or private jets. They start with a decision, a mental standard that says, I will not think like the average ever again. They don't wait for the world to choose them. They choose themselves. Every single day. The truth is brutal, and here it is. If you still need someone to motivate you, you're not ready. Because billionaires don't need permission. They don't need applause. They don't need your likes or your comments or your fake support. They move in silence, and they let results scream. They don't beg for opportunities. They build them. They don't get jealous. They get focused. They don't gossip. They strategize. They don't check Instagram before sunrise. They check their vision, and their vision, it's not negotiable. It's not park dash time. It's not a weekend fantasy. It is their religion. You want to know how to think like a billionaire before you have a dime. Then start acting like your time is priceless. Start treating your focus like gold. Start protecting your energy like it's your last drop of fuel, because it is. The man who becomes a billionaire doesn't just outwork the world. He outhinks it. He plays chess while everyone else plays checkers with their life. And while you're still thinking, should I chase my dream or play it safe? He's already 10 moves ahead, because his mind isn't trapped in now. It's anchored in what's next. He doesn't think like a man who needs money. He thinks like a man who creates value, because that's the real currency. And let's be clear, value is built in silence, in darkness, when no one's clapping, when no one believes. When your friends laugh and your family questions you, that's when your billionaire mindset is forged. And that's the line you must cross from wanting it to becoming the version of yourself who demands it through action. You can't be rich with a broke mindset. You can't build wealth while living in fear, and you can't change your life if you think like everyone else does. So what do? You start thinking like you're already the man you want to become. You wake up like your time is on fire. You move like everything you touch is turning to gold. You train like your dream is your life's only oxygen. Not someday, not when you feel like it. Now, because the billionaire version of you, he's already alive. He's just buried under years of average habits and borrowed beliefs. And the only way to uncover him is to burn everything that doesn't serve the next level of you. So ask yourself right now, what am I still holding on to that the billionaire version of me would have let go of a long time ago? The distractions, the fear of judgment, the need to be liked, the excuse that I'm not ready. That's not how kings think. That's not how leaders move. That's not how empires are built. Billionaires don't react, they respond. They don't scroll, they study. They don't chase dopamine, they chase data, discipline, and domination. And while you're still asking, how do I stay motivated? They're asking, what system do I scale next? Because they're not driven by mood. They're driven by mission. You don't build billions by chance. You build them by mindset, forged, focused, and ferociously clear. It starts with identity. You see, money is the byproduct. It's the echo of who you've become. And if you haven't mastered your emotions, your calendar, your focus, and your values, you'll never hold on to wealth, even if it shows up at your door. Your current identity is your financial thermostat, and you will always return to what you believe you deserve. So if your bank account doesn't match your ambition, don't blame the world. Blame the programming, then rewrite it. You've been taught to hustle. Good, but billionaires do more than hustle. They architect, they design leverage, they buy time. They hire strengths. They automate weakness. They think in systems, not just sweat. And that's the upgrade most people never make. They stay stuck in the grind, never realizing that the real power isn't in more hours. It's in better thinking. The billionaire doesn't ask, how do I get paid more? He asks, how do I create something so valuable that the world lines up to pay me? That's the shift from chasing money to attracting it, from surviving to strategizing. You're not here to live paycheck to paycheck. You're not here to shrink your dreams to fit your income. You're here to expand your identity until your income rises to match your purpose. And that expansion, it begins every morning when your feet hit the floor and you decide to stop thinking like the crowd and start moving like a visionary. People will doubt you. Let them. They're watching from the cheap seats while you build from the battlefield. They don't understand that the man who will become a billionaire isn't louder. He's clearer. He knows exactly what he's chasing, why he's chasing it, and who he must become to deserve it. He doesn't fantasize about wealth. He prepares for it. He studies how money moves. He treats time like currency. He sees connections as capital. He invests in himself first. And while others wait for motivation, he builds momentum. He creates structure. He lives with intensity because he understands you don't get a billionaire life with average behavior. You build it with precise thinking and relentless execution. So now, here you are, another voice in your head telling you this is inspiring, another flicker of energy rising in your chest. But I don't want you to feel inspired. I want you to feel exposed. I want you to see every wasted hour, every excuse, every fear, and call it by name. Because until you face it, you cannot fix it. And you can't think like a billionaire while living like a bystander. Bystanders don't build. Bystanders watch. Bystanders wait. Bystanders wish. But you're not here to watch. You're not here to wish. You're here to build a life so powerful, so intentional, so precise, that mediocrity suffocates in your presence. You're here to walk like a king before the crown even touches your head. You're here to be so disciplined in thought, so brutal in self-honesty, so convicted in vision, that people whisper about your mindset long before they ever know your name. Because that's how wealth begins. Not in your wallet, in your walk. The way you talk to yourself, the way you show up on days no one's watching, the way you pour intention into every habit, every hour, every breath. That's billionaire energy. It's not loud, it's lethal. It's not hype, it's habit. It's not someday, it's today, multiplied by discipline every damn day. And when it gets hard, and it will, you won't fold. Because billionaires don't chase comfort, they chase clarity, they chase legacy. They know that comfort is expensive, and the cost, your future, your potential, your power. So listen to me now, and never forget this. You don't need $1 million to start thinking like a billionaire. You just need one moment of absolute decision. This one. Burn the distractions, silence the doubt, rewrite the rules. Think like no one around you. Move like everything you do is preparing for something massive. Because it is. You don't become wealthy by accident. You become it in the mind before a single dollar ever touches your hand. So wake up tomorrow like a billionaire, not because of what you have, but because of what you know you're building. Because when you think like that, there's no force on earth that can stop you. You'll outlast them. You'll outlearn them. You'll outgrow the noise. You'll outbuild every single person who once doubted you. Not someday. Now, ***, think like a billionaire before you have a dime.